Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Empire Total War, Prussian Glory. And we've taken some attacks recently. We've captured a number of cities. Dresden and Saxony, Prague and Bohemia. And we've got Western Prussia, the Western Prussian province, which I believe is still tax exempt. So we can tax them if we need to. I don't think we need to just yet. We still have a decent amount of profit, 3,500 per turn. I am actually going to go ahead and recruit. I'm a little nervous about this Courland army. I'm a little worried about them outflanking us. They do have two regular infantry. I'm going to go ahead and recruit one more. Oh no, I already got one recruited. Okay, that's what I wanted. Maybe I might just march one of my militia regiments there, because I think East Prussia is pretty well defended with all these regular troops. So make sure we have West Prussia secured. In Saxony, we are 2 turns away from city settlement fortifications, and once we have those, we'll begin our offensive with these units. I'll send over the 11th Regiment of Foot as well as these pikemen to support that attack. And do I have how many cannon? I have 2 militia here. I have 1 cannon there. I kind of wanted cavalry too. I could get this regiment of horse. That's 270 upkeep. Ulas are 300. I would prefer provincial cavalry actually, but that would take me 2 turns. That's 210. I got another turn, so let's hit this. We got another turn until we're ready to launch the offensive. The British fleet have embarked. Oh, and they're fighting the French. Oh, that's a good sign. British are fighting the French now. That means they'll be less preoccupied with us. We defeated a British force last time. Oh, they didn't hit them. And these guys are coming back for more. We don't have any farms there. It's a pretty weak British force. Alright, the French. Looks like the French lost 2 battles in the English Channel to the British, and now they're doing their typical anti-pirating raids in the Mediterranean here. And that's a French fleet going north. I don't know where that's going. Another French fleet moving out into the Atlantic and attacking trade routes. Here come the Austrians. Okay, this is going to be important. The Austrians are moving out. They are assembling massive forces out here in Bavaria. We're at war with everybody at this point. I am playing the most difficult level on the campaign map, which means that we will be constantly attacked, which is why I have to go with those settlement fortifications, because the AI is very aggressive offensively at this difficulty setting. And they're all moving into Bavaria, abandoning Vienna. But I'm not going after Vienna. I'm going to go after Hanover. Hanover, I think, is... Wow, look at Vienna. Such an easy target. And they're just protecting Bavaria at this point. Spain. I don't care what the Spanish do, really. Speed through that. Poland, Lithuania. Big army in Warsaw. A little nervous about that. I don't know what that guy's doing. That is a huge army in Warsaw. Ottomans. Did they advance north? It looks like there was a northern advance. Maybe against the Russians. Russia. We are trading with Ottomans. It's one of our... Ooh, Swedes just took out a Russian task force in the Baltic. And the Swedes are trying to break the Danish blockade of their port, and they did successfully. The Swedes are in control of the Baltic Seas. French seem to be controlling the Western Mediterranean. Eastern Mediterranean. Oh, here comes another strike. All right. All right. We're gonna have a group in the field here. Sort of makes me a little nervous, but I think they can actually do a pretty good amount of damage with these 12 caliber foot artillery. 989 versus 349 in the field, and then another 9 in the... Okay. A lot of cavalry. Pikemen. Pikemen can't attack the fortress. Okay, let's do it. Hanover has taken a lot of losses in these assaults. Once the settlement fortifications are done, it might be an easy target. And if I can secure Hanover, then I think Westphalia is also at war with me. Which I think they might be the target after that. The Austrians apparently are heavily defending Bavaria. Netherlands, they seem to be at war with the Catholics already. So an alliance with them might be beneficial. Just as like the same strategy I'm using against Sweden, not to bring them into war, but one to possibly deter anybody, but it's not really deterring anyone, but more likely to keep them from attacking us. This officer needs to be in here, and the rest of you are good where you are. Alright, where are they? Our reinforcements are right behind their main battle group. That is horrible. Let's see, where can we take a position over... Cavalry. Kind of like this hill over here. I don't know if that's too far away. Actually, right here would probably be best. Oh, crap. They are just making a mess of things here. Alright, I made a quick square formation there. And that seems to have worked. Can they move? Squares actually have worked. I usually don't use squares at all. And I think I complained about the fact that I ended up with that technology last time. But a quick move to squares here sort of has thrown off the cavalry. And I gotta go pay attention to the fortress now because they are assaulting. That definitely distracted me. They moved quickly on that fortress. I think I need a unit. over here. Okay. What else is happening? That's their general. Wow. Where are you guys going? I need you over here. Quickly. Ah, come on. $68. Okay. Let's get some of these guys to reinforce. Okay. Okay. That was intense there for a little bit there. I was getting a little nervous. But I think we have this under control. That cavalry blitz on my reinforcements. Really worried me, but I don't think I took too many losses there. Ooh, my general almost got taken out. Wow, look at that. Look how close that was. Where's he? Get behind everybody. Artillery looks good. I'm not going to move these guys at all. What's over here? I don't see anybody. Pikemen and cavalry. They're going to take heavy casualties on the walls. Uh-oh. Get these guys. 79. Plug bayonets. That should help. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that was an intense battle. Things happened very quickly, but it looks like we have held the line. I'm not really worried at all anymore. Now it's just time to end it. You've had your chance, Hanover. It is over. It's over for Hanover. Sorry. Bad jokes. What are these guys? What is this? That force is in retreat. I don't see any other forces out here. $88, $87. Whoa. Yeah, we need the fortresses. The fortresses give you the high ground. Look at this. At this point, they should retreat. But they are just going to take casualties. Part of me wants to go after these guys, but I'm happy with saving these units, as much of these units as I was able to. So no, I'm not going to go after those guys, because I need to preserve these units for my offensive, and who knows, there may be another attack on Brandenburg sometime, so I may need more troops. So I'm not going to risk my general or my artillery or my line infantry going after any more Hanoverian cavalry. You guys are out of ammunition. What about you guys? You guys have ammunition. Line up. 78, 77. 50. I'm going to bring this regiment over. Halt. You should be good there. Got some cannon you can man. Right, take control of that cannon. Somebody? 72. And here come the militia. Line them up right there. Go ahead, get in position. The militia should be able to take them out. More accurately than the firelocks. Obviously not as accurately as the regular troops, but let's get a good volley here. Prussian militia. There's something. This guy's just tooting his own horn here. Haha. That's a hit. Alright, so I don't know how popular this series is. I understand there's probably been a lot of Total War out there. There's a lot of Total War Empire games out there, and I have a pretty low subscriber count. But like I said, I'm going to try to continue this series as much as I can. When school does start in September, I may end up not playing this one as much. It might end up being like a weekly video or something like that. Just because I'll be running out of time. I think I'll probably be focusing more on GPS4 as usual, and making history of the Great War, which seems to be popular. I did want to try to get into a few other games. I've been talking about some classic video games lately. And I am still looking for a game that I can play constantly on Twitch. Imperialism so far, I think, is the game. But there might be some other classic games. We'll see if they work on Twitch. This Firelocks just walked in there. Whoa. But there's a new game coming out supposedly in September called Plutocracy, which may also be a game which I supported in their Indiegogo campaign. So I'm going to check that one out too. And I don't know, I wanted to get into like business simulators and stuff like that. Just didn't really have the time in the summer. This summer has sort of flown by, like all summers do. I think we're in the second half of August now. God. School's almost starting again, and I gotta start worrying about classes and lesson plans and stuff like that. Teaching AP Government this year for the first time. AP US Government and Policy. And AP US History as always. So that's a lot of fun, but it is time consuming. Preparing lessons and grading papers. Especially since AP Government's a new course, I'm going to have a lot of lessons to plan there. That is going to take up some time. But I definitely want to teach that course since I never taught it before. It's interesting. Anyways, just waiting for the Prussians to wipe out the Hanoverian infantry here. And sort of talking nonsense. I can talk to you about AP Government if you want. Core, I think there's 9 core documents that you have to focus on. There's 4 Federalist Papers, 1 Anti-Federalist Paper, the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, Articles of Confederation, and Martin Luther King's letter from Birmingham. And then there's 15 Supreme Court cases, of which I am not that familiar with. The Supreme Court is not really my forte, if you will. These guys have no ammunition. Militia, let's bring this militia up. What are these guys doing? That group's left. These guys are retreating. Move into position a little quicker. Why won't you retreat? You're done. You're defeated. Foolish AI. That's one of the big criticisms I think about this game, is that the AI is not very intelligent. Whoa, oh my god. However, I did put the AI on aggressive, so at least it's close victory. I put the AI on aggressive, so that's something. That makes it that makes it challenging on the campaign map because you can't really deal with diplomacy as well. Okay, so we have a remaining 1,100 troops after we killed 666. Oh man, that's the devil. So they lost about 2/3 of their entire force. Interesting, very interesting. Militia remaining. Oh, I'm looking for kills. Kills are pretty balanced out. The Firelock's got a lot of kills. Militia got some experience. That's good. None of my main forces got any experience. But that group got wiped out. And I don't think I'm going to chase after them. Pirates. Arr. Enemy raid. That hit us. But not having that big of an impact. Wealthy town. You know what? I should probably just dismantle this because I should turn that into an industrial town. Can I dismantle it? I can't dismantle it right now. But I want that dismantled anyways. So I'm not worried about that actually. Hopefully I'll remember to do it. For the rest of this province, they are losing some wealth, but they have a ton of wealth. And we are converting to Protestantism. So this province seems fine. The only thing I would buy here is some field artillery. Right now this is an elite. Wow, they could probably knock these guys out pretty good. They could actually probably do some damage here. I want to recruit some field artillery so I can actually go out into the field and fight. I think that's a good move there. We've got over 4,000. Recruitment report. Militia, militia, militia. Lots of militia. Here we've got 4 militia, which should be plenty to take. I think it's enough to take these guys out. So the situation in the east is good for now. In the west, we took some casualties This group took some casualties. Did they take casualties? I thought this general lost like half their forces. I guess they were already replenishing them. Maybe I didn't take any... that general didn't lose anyone because they were already lost. Okay, and let's just... very few casualties here. Replenishment. How's this group looking? All my forces are pretty well replenished. I'm really just waiting for the construction of settlement fortifications here. Since we have a little bit extra cash, I could use it as an opportunity to invest in the economy, I think, of these provinces. Opera House, we don't want to do that. We want to go down this line, which will actually increase... oh, that's great. That'll give us 8 wealth per turn, as opposed to 3 there, and 2 there. Also increases technology rate. A Royal Observatory, that'll get 12, and then eventually the Berlin Academy gets 12. There's not much difference between the Berlin Academy and the Royal Academy, I don't think. Unless you're playing... no, I don't think there's tons of difference between them at all. But increasing technology research rate is fantastic. We are still researching, right? 1 turn until we get the ring bayonets. That would be fantastic. That's the technology, the military technology I want, the ring bayonets. Because then I don't have to worry about plug bayonets there. And then we'll need military syllabus to reduce the maintenance or recruitment costs for all land units. But also give us the drill school, which will then give us grenadiers and hussars, as well as enable all these other new technologies. Good. Sepoys. What are these guys? They are colonial troops. Company infantry. That's more colonial troops too. Colonial dragoons, which requires carbines, which I don't know if I have carbines. I do not have carbines. These two cause unhappiness. I think an investment in a Royal Observatory, it would be good in Brandenburg here. 2,500. Oh, that was a lot more than I thought. Okay, that's all I'm doing then. I was going to look to invest in other places. But right now, just a Royal Observatory in Brandenburg. Again, Brandenburg is our core area. It looks like Hanover is almost open for attack. I'm going to have to get... you know what? I'm going to need some militia to garrison Saxony. I didn't think about that. Before I leave Saxony, there will need to be some militia to garrison there. So let's start getting at least 2 militia. And on the next turn, we'll be getting 3,100. Very good. How is our trade looking? Trade route with the Ottoman Empire and the Maratha Confederacy. Bringing in 1,000 trade. Let's see, is there anyone else we could open up trade with? I don't think so. I think all the city-states are at war with us at this point. They all hate us. Could we make peace with anybody? Westphalia. Request peace. No peace there. What about with Austria? No peace with Austria. What about with Great Britain? Damn. Britain is at war with France, Spain, and us. France is unfriendly towards us. Historical grievances and territorial expansion. Religious differences as well. Same government. Sheesh. Spain, 14. Sweden, indifferent. Still has heavy historical grievances there. Unfriendly with, what do you call it? The United Provinces. Same religion. Territorial expansion. Yeah, territorial expansion's hitting us hard there. Different government type. The territorial expansion is still hitting us hard. Not with these Marathas or the Ottomans. And that maximizes my overseas trade capacity. Because I do not have a commercial port. Which is what I would need for more sea routes. The other option, I think, would be to build ports here. But let's see. Yeah, 25 turns. Or 23 turns until this port, this harbor village can be turned into a port. That would be beneficial. So I think keeping the exemption policy is good to keep the village growing here to give us eventually another port. Villages are not growing here at all, and they wouldn't be growing there anyways. So we're definitely so that's our best option for trade expansion or for wealth. Our best economic policy is to keep this province exempt from taxes to allow it to grow at a much greater rate than Prussia is losing. 90% Protestant. Might almost be time to move this priest. I got to keep that priest over there, right in the corner, because that serves as good reconnaissance. I can't really move that priest at all. And what is going on with the rest of our forces? We have got. There is a gentleman right here, serving as reconnaissance around Bavaria, keeping an eye on the Austrian troop movements. And we've got a rake down here, keeping an eye on Austrian movements. Oh, we have another gentleman. What is this guy capable of doing? Not much. Can we steal technology? Carbines, 25%. That's my move. Okay, so I think we're over 30 minutes here. I am really worried about Poland and Lithuania. Did I ask them for a peace treaty? This army's huge. Look at all the cannon. Oh man, they could pummel the fortresses with these cannon. But they tend not to do that. And the other thing I was thinking, I wanted cavalry, but I don't think I'm getting any cavalry this turn, right? Because I need more militia. They have 4 militia here. And we're recruiting 2. I think 6 militia should be enough to hold Saxony. After that, we can get a cavalry unit. All that on the next turn, probably. Which will be in the next episode. Oh, let me try one peace treatment. See if I can get peace with Poland and Lithuania. No. Okay. No peace treaties this round for Prussia. It is the winter of 1707. I forgot if this is 4 turns per year or 3. I don't remember. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy, please leave a like. Feel free to comment. And I don't think there's any non-subscribers watching. But if you haven't subscribed and you like to see more historical strategy and geopolitical strategy games, feel free to subscribe to my channel, because that's mostly what I focus on. I want to get into some more business simulations and you know, logistical simulations, maybe some more combat stuff to make it a little more entertaining, and I know, to get some more subscribers out there. But please do share it with your friends too, and that does help. You can also support me on Patreon if you like, down in the description below. That gives you early access to all videos, as well as some other incentives. And there should also be a link to my Discord, Twitter, and Twitch. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.